It's your girl Janetta Oracle. I'm having fun with filters. I'm jumping on real quick because I just got out of another wonderful group session today, and the idea just hit me of scaling your business does not mean that you work with more people. So I'll say that again. Scaling your business does not mean that you work with more people. Now it can, if that is your objective, but ultimately when we talk about scaling a business, i.e. growing your business exponentially, really what we're talking about at a very fundamental level is making more money, right? You don't have to work with more people in order to make more money. You don't have to work with more people in order to scale. So I'm just dropping that in your spirit because I know a lot of us, especially solopreneurs, are in the space right now where we are strategizing and planning for next year and for our future. And we are automatically going into that process with some very specific constructs that very much are created by social media and what other people are doing, rather than allowing what our spirit, our soul is actually bubbling up and asking for us to do to shine through. So I invite you to, as you are in this time of reflection for the new year, especially since we do have Mercury retrograde coming up at the end of the month, that you take a second to check in with yourself and to see what constructs, meaning what assumptions are you making about how you think it's supposed to go that are influencing your creative process. Because the bounds that we put on the abundance, the evolution, the growth that is coming are things that we do. Now, obviously, there are things outside of us that we have no control over, but this message is specifically for what we have control over, which is ourselves and how we show up. So in this review process, really strip back to the core things. What does it mean? And what actually is the want and the desire? And what are the assumptions that you are making or that have put onto those things or have taken on, from others to construct or to limit really how you are creating and envisioning the future. And that's going to be relevant for our own personal lives, right? As well as for our business, because ultimately our approach to one thing is our approach to everything. So take this message, even if you're not a business owner, to heart for yourself as you look at the goals you might have for yourself for the coming year, and really look at, okay, like based off of what I want, what's the core thing of that thing? And then what is the assumption that I've been making about what that actually means? Okay. And if specifically for my business owners, you're thinking about growing, you're thinking about potentially scaling, whatever that's going to be for you, ultimately we're talking about growing the business. And so there are going to be some parameters around that. What does that mean for you? Is it about making more money, or is this about working with more people? And if it ultimately is about making more money, it does not equate that you have to work with more people in order to make more money. And so then you get to, if that's the case for you, then you get to look at, okay, what is that ultimately going to mean? That could mean increasing profit margins. It could mean raising prices. It could mean creating a new business model that supports growth. Like it's, it could be a variable amount of things that could be. But yeah, don't automatically assume that scaling your business necessarily means that you work with more people. Because you may be somebody who prefers to work with fewer people, right? Compared to somebody else who might have a business that is really designed to work with, large groups of people, more of the masses. So hopefully that helps. If it does, leave a comment below. Let me know how you might be actually working with this, through this, and if it, created a light bulb moment. Actually, that's a great idea. Put an emoji of a light bulb or a lightning bolt if this this idea, this perspective shift opened you up to new possibilities and hopefully resolve some things within you about what you think you need to do or have set in place in order to get your needs met, not only financially, but also with your business and staying aligned with the authentic call and vision that you have for your life. All right. So I love you all. I hope that blessed you. Save this message if it blessed you. Share it to bless somebody else. And yeah, like I said, comment below with the emoji for a light bulb or a lightning bolt if this sparked you and how it sparked you. All right. Love you. Bye.